Peace to the gods and goddesses. Today I want to talk about the twin flame relationship and also the other two relationships that play a significant factor in our lives, your karmic relationship and soulmate. Now, everyone knows of the soulmate relationship and everyone seems to yearn for that. But the truth be told, your ideal relationship, your ideal partnership is actually your twin flame. And that is because your soulmate can be anyone who has the same soul sign as you, which is your moon sign. That's your subconscious self. That's the person that not everybody people don't get to see. That only you know that exists, you know, that part of your soul. And that can be anybody. Your soulmate can be your kid. It could be your mom. It can be your best friend. It can be anyone, not an intimate partner. That's why your twin flame is extremely important to try to pinpoint and recognize if this is your flame or not. And as far as the karmic relationship is concerned, we've all been there just about by now. Like if you midway into your 20s going into your 30s, yeah, you probably already had encountered your karmic relationship by now. That person has been put into your life for a long period of time. This is usually a relationship that lasted almost a decade. I'll give it a decade because that's usually like the golden number, like 10 years. And so much heartache and pain has been given throughout that relationship. Meaning there was a lot of deceit, there was a lot of cheating, there was a lot of lying. You were compatible, but not really. Okay, you were put together to do one thing and one thing only, and that's learn a lesson. In some instances, a karmic relationship can bring forth a child. Maybe the only mission that you were supposed to do as a pair at that time was to bring forth a child. And that's why sometimes when relationships don't work, when there's children involved, that's okay. Because the mission is now complete. Like there's nothing left over to do. Like there's nothing left. You have your child. Let's just be beautiful parents, great parents to this young being, and let's do the best that we can to co-parent. We weren't meant for each other, but you know, thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the child. Let's keep it stepping. A lot of us have a hard time doing that because when you're dealing in a karmic relationship, it is addicting. Like you are like feeding off of each other's energy, and most of the time it's negative. See, the thing with energy is it's extremely powerful. It's extremely contagious. So you got to be careful what kind of energy you're giving off and which kind of energy you're receiving. It's very important. So when you're dealing in a karmic relationship, majority of the time that energy is not good. Like somebody's probably an alcoholic or a drug addict or some form of sex addict, any kind of addict. Usually somebody in that relationship is. And the reason why we come across these relationships, because in a past life, we did each other dirty, or one person did another person dirty. And now you back here again to, I guess, reciprocate the favor, if you will. But I don't want to be so political with that. You know, sometimes you got to keep repeating a cycle until you reach that level of ascension. And when you're spiritually conscious, a lot of my spiritual conscious people out here understand what I'm talking about. Like, you're going to keep coming back to this plane, okay? Earth is something else. You're going to keep coming back here until you finally learn the lesson, okay? And the lesson is that you yourself are God. You are everything. Everything that's energy is God. Once you realize that you are God in the flesh, and once you treat people the same way, once you appreciate the little things and nothing materialistic, because it's not real, okay? Materialism is nothing real. It's a distraction to keep you hidden from the truth. The truth is none of this shit is real. Your soul is, okay? So that's why it's important to get in tune and try to evolve every chance you get. And once you reach that because this is a personal journey. A spiritual journey is personal. You cannot get into a relationship and expect the person in a relationship to spiritually awaken you, or to make you feel happy, or to make you feel good about yourself. This is why a lot of relationships go sour. And a lot of time it happens in our karmic relationships, because we're looking for that person to fill that void that we cannot fulfill. But the secret is, you have to get down and dirty and ugly with yourself. You have to shed that layer of skin in order to ascend spiritually. And the level of self-actualization, self-realization, people leave this earth never reaching it. How sad is that? I mean, people in the 80s and 90s, because a lot of the times they've been so indoctrinated to church and the white deities that they don't have true knowledge of self. And because of lacking true knowledge of self, you're not going to ascend. And 9 times out of 10, they will be back. You know, sometimes those on a spiritual soul level that already have reached self-realization come back here too, because we're brought back to lead the people to the light. We come back after learning the lessons, and we come back to go against the grain, to try to draw as many people in. Like, I can only lead you to water, but I can't make you drink it. But what I could do too, I could shine that flashlight like, you, come on over here. You see this light? You want some? Come here, let me show you. That's what it's about. And once you reach that level, here come your twin flame. Out of nowhere, your twin flame will appear. Sometimes the situation can be a little tricky. It could be difficult. It could be unorthodox in people's eyes. It could be totally like, where the fuck, how the fuck, what, how y'all start? Let me explain something. Okay, on a soul level, if you're not there, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. On a physical level, people will find certain things not right because everybody's living in 3D. On a soul level, everything is straight from the stars. Okay, mathematically, when you're born at a specific time, location on this planet, it's all mapped out to what is going on above. Ever heard that expression, as is above, so it is below? So you are those tiny specks of cosmic beautifulness and perfection that are up in those clouds and those stars. That is all within you too. So that constellation, or the constellations with the planets at that specific time, that alignment, boom, here you go. Now you here, and you were put here to be linked up with somebody for the rest of your life. But it only comes with true spiritual awakening. When people sit there and say, oh my God, like, I'm going to give up looking for my soulmate or whatever, or I'm just going to, you know, I'm never going to stop looking. Nah, sometimes you need to chill. You need to stop looking, and you need to start seeking love within yourself. Once you seek that love and you get that love within yourself, my gods, my goddesses, you'll be all right. Because now you're not putting that burden on somebody else. Because we always love to bring our burdens and our baggage to a relationship that ain't got shit to do with the next person. How fucking selfish is that? How selfish is it of me to expect to come into a relationship and ask you to fix me? I ain't signed up for that. I wish a motherfucker would. I ain't signed up for that. What I signed up for is to help keep you strong. It's to help keep you grounded. It's to help keep you focused. It's to help to keep you happy, but I can't make you happy. I can try to, you know, I can try to make you happy when it comes to certain things, but I just can't keep you, I can't keep you happy. I can't. Certain things you got to do on your own. And like I said before, we seek people, we seek relationships because we fear doing this thing called life alone. And it's not fair, because some of us out here just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Some of us already know what it is. We know there is a expiration date coming, and we want to live life the way we want to live it. We want to live life freely. I ain't come here to live my life for you. But again, once you realize who you are, once you value yourself, you'll be able to be successful in your relationships. You'll be able to prepare yourself for your twin flame. Now, twin flames, let me make a note of this too. Twin flames are not perfect relationships. There is no fucking such thing as a perfect relationship. Y'all think these people that's been married for 50 years had a perfect ride for 50 años? Seriously? Hell no. That shit comes with work, trust, respect, honor, okay, loyalty. It comes with some pain. Come with a lot of pain. But you got to put in the work in order for the two twin flames to combine as one soul. Once you are able to coexist with each other, that level of ascension is godlike. It is God, basically. Because you two will reach a level of consciousness that is out of this world. Unexplainable. I'm speaking straight metaphysics right now. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, try to do some research on your own. Look up these 3 relationships. Your soulmate, your karmic relationship that sets you up for your twin flame, because your karmic relationship is going to mold you into that woman, into that man that you weren't in your previous karmic relationship. Now you should be ready, set, go for your twin flame. That's how that's supposed to go. So, you know, I hope that was helpful enough. I might touch on it again to go a little more in depth, but I didn't write nothing down. I've been sitting here at the water, like, just taking in the scenes, listening to the birds, listening to some music, burning some incense, and chilling with my crystals and shit. And sometimes I just flow right off the dome, just right up the top of my head. I'll just start. I ain't write nothing down. So if I might have missed something, oh, briefly, your twin flames, most of the time you have a lot of identical shit going on in your natal charts. Your twin flame might have the same rising sign as you, might have the same aspects in Pluto, or the sun signs are the same. Now, we all have 3 zodiac signs. This will be for another video. You got your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Everyone is very, very familiar with their sun signs. That is your ego. That is I am. I am a Capricorn, but my rising sign is Scorpio. Scorpio was in the position in the sky at the time and place where I was born. My moon sign is Pisces. Very deep, intellectual people, very empathetic people, okay? Scorpio risings, they deal with death and sickness and healing. Scorpio risings are on this planet to help heal people from their dark traumas and anything. It was so ironic because I'm a nurse too, so go figure. But yeah, I'm the natural healer. Okay, I have knowledge of self. This took some time, a lot of research, and I'm still learning. But to find out what your rising signs are, what is your moon sign, you can go to Google natal chart, and it will ask you your name. You can put in a fake name if you want. It will ask you your date of birth, your time of birth, and where you were born. And once you put that in there, your rising sign is also called the ascendant sign. So you'll see. You know what I'm saying? And again, your moon sign, if your moon sign matches someone else, that's considered your soulmate. Like me and my mom have the same moon sign. Me and Michael Jackson, me and Prince, me and Erykah Badu, we all have the same moon signs, which is, again, is Pisces. You know, we have very vivid dreams, a lot of psychic abilities. You know, we can pick up on energies very easily. Like, and once you get in tune with that, the more and more you get in tune with who you are and what you are, and once you know what you are capable of, yo, you gonna see shit that's happening that cannot be explained, that if you try to explain to somebody, they gonna look at you like, child, you belong in Bellevue. But you really don't, because this type of knowledge has been hidden from us. This is ancient shit, you know what I'm saying? Our ancestors and ancient Kemet, this is not demonic. You're not crazy. You just on some other shit, on some metaphysical type shit. And I am here, I'm all here for it. I'm all here to talk about it. So yeah, maybe my next one, I'm going to talk on the zodiac signs, the 3 zodiac signs that we have. Again, I hope this was useful, helpful, and peace. Namaste. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, all of that good shit. Goodbye, good night, good evening. Take care.